Yield to the gentleman from Pennsylvania, and then I know. Actually, would the senator from Pennsylvania wait? The senator from
my only reason
on the floor.
for asking is that I have to be in the chair at 3 o'clock, at which point I will no longer be able to participate. So I would just ask that indulgence. If
I yield to the gentleman from Pennsylvania
and I will
the floor without losing the right to the floor.
I'll be very, very brief. And I know and fully respect the passion that both senators from Connecticut, as well as many others, have about this issue. I'm of the view that it's time to get something done here. We've been doing a lot of talking. We've got two alternatives to this issue of what to do about people that we have very good reason to believe are terrorists, what to do when they attempt to buy a gun. We had a vote on a version that I think was badly flawed. It was badly flawed because it provided no meaningful process for someone who's on the list wrongly. Errors happen. They happen all the time, actually. And for one thing for sure is that innocent people, law-abiding citizens, will eventually be on a terrorist watch list. So what I think we need to do here is do everything we can to make sure that terrorists are not able to buy guns, at least not legally. But we also need to have a meaningful mechanism for people to challenge their status of being on that list. And that's what we haven't put together here. I think the Feinstein approach doesn't provide any meaningful opportunity to appeal one's being put on this list erroneously. And frankly, the Cornyn approach, I think, probably doesn't give the AG the opportunity that an AG needs to make the case against someone who actually is a terrorist. So there's an obvious opportunity here, guys, to work together and find a solution. I've been speaking with some of my colleagues on both sides of the aisle, and I think there's an interest in doing this. What I'm suggesting is let's get to work here. Let's sit down together and let's figure out how we achieve this, because I think everybody ought to be in agreement in principle. We don't want terrorists to be able to walk in to a gun store and buy a gun, and we don't want an innocent law-abiding citizen to be denied his Second Amendment rights because he's wrongly on the list with a bunch of terrorists. This is not rocket science to figure this out, and I thank the gentleman for yielding, and I'm going to take my turn in the chair, but I would love to continue to have this conversation as I have begun it with several of our colleagues, and I thank my colleagues on the other side of the aisle for giving me this moment.
I thank the gentleman reclaiming the